Welcome, welcome, welcome. For those who are just popping on, it made me start a new video. Remember I said in the very beginning of the video, I don't know if you guys were there or not, that please always go watch for the timestamp in case I yap a lot. But something about, I hit something about streaming, and then this one, I don't know what I did. It kind of just did the same thing, and then it said live set to go for 7:58 or something like that. So I don't know what to tell you. All right, so I'm sorry that that just happened. I knew something was funny. It took a little while it took a couple minutes for anyone to actually pop on, and I'm like, am I even live? So I did something. I think some of you managed to pop on, and then others might have been waiting for a certain time. So regardless, it popped me off. So as I was saying, okay, this is gonna be Aries October 1st through the 15th. Happy full moon and happy October. But I'm doing Aries October 1st through the 15th, 2020, because it's going to be easier for me to see something and maybe, you know, pick up and explain the story and kind of what's going on with the full moon. Will part of the full moon read be in this? You know, maybe, because it's all linked, but I'm hoping not so much. You know what I mean? It's just like, what's the moon gonna do for us? And I almost just sang that song. What's your man gonna do with me? So I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna do 1st to the 15th first, and then we're gonna bounce on and do the full moon. Okay? So there's that. Good morning, good morning. I just had like 20 of you when I got kicked off, so I'm gonna wait for some of you to bounce back on, and then we're gonna start the read. So I think this full moon in Aries is really, I mean, it's affecting everybody, obviously, right? But we're gonna be in our Aries energy. You gotta be careful, because Aries is, not that it's different than every zodiac, but what I was gonna say is, like, considering, you know, Mars is the ruler and certain stuff, and then you get a full moon and it's the first house, it's powerful, okay? So, and it's all about leadership and control and doing things who's to say the right way or the wrong way? What, you know what I mean? But like, it's hard for me to explain. I'll explain it more on the full moon read, but I just got so sidetracked. Oh my God, you guys are gonna be so sidetracked. It's a difficult sign sometimes to deal with, and I feel like whoever's got a lot of Taurus in their chart, I don't think you're gonna struggle. I think you're gonna persevere and push through. And we got Mercury too. Almost everything's retro. But I think it's gonna be so beneficial for you guys. Like, so beneficial. I think a lot of people get so bent out of shape when Mercury comes back around. I'm like, oh my God, but like, not always, man. It's here to help and put you where you need to be, right? So remember that. I got really sidetracked. I had this whole thing in my head, so I really feel like you guys might be a little sidetracked right now for the next couple weeks, or maybe a little distracted, but it's not the end of the world. It's definitely not the end of the world. So we're gonna start at 5 minutes, the 5-minute mark. And let me get your dragon cards. Dragon tails, dragon tails, do, 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 do. So, my little bulls, you're not even my bulls, you're my little vampskis. Oh, my hands are a little slippery from the lotion I just put on. That's not gonna cut it. That's not gonna cut it. Maybe that will cut it. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What is that? See what I'm saying? Like, I'm already like, I don't know. So I'm probably, yeah, I'm goosebumps. I'm going to be channeling for you guys too. But, I don't know. Is that if, I don't know about that. Like, like what's up with that, you know? So let's start Aries, October 1st to the 15th. Aries, October 1st to the 15th. What are we looking at? Sheldon's just waking up too, so he might be making a little bit of a ruckus. Bring the motherfucking ruckus. Bring it. Orange and Gold Dragon. Okay, opened your knowledge to the golden age. Carry the energy of the future. Be a guiding light. That's more of a spiritual thing. So for those that are like teaching spirituality or trying to preach it or guide people that way, then yeah, go ahead and do that, okay? Be that guiding light for somebody. And then you have the Air Dragon. Communicate honestly. It brings inspiration and hope. See life from a higher perspective. So you got two strong cards of spiritual work. You might be having a hard time communicating. And if it's not, it's communicating what you want to say. It's like you're trying to say something, but you're not saying it. But by saying it and being honest, it only brings inspiration and hope to somebody or to yourself. It's like, take a load off. Is that part of a song? No, it's Hit the Road Jack. And I'm like, take a load off. So you see what I'm saying? Like, so you're getting a lot of like just channeled messages in general, which is fine. Let's see what the other cards have to say. Because it's almost like not dealing with people. No, I don't want to say it like that. It's earthly matters, right? 3D. Like, rise above it. Like, you're better. I don't want to say you're better. You're better, you're better, you're better. You say, she says, you will. She says, you better. So it's rise above whatever's happening in your world. Or if you're letting what's going on in this world affect you. Which with the politics and everything that's going on, I can see it going down that way too. Everyone's opinionated or, oh man. Good morning. So I don't know what that's about. So, but this is like be your own person, like guide your own damn light. So I don't know if you guys are in hermit mode right now. You're struggling whenever I want to say the word communicate, you're struggling with something. I don't even know if you're aware of it. So just be honest. I don't know if you're hesitating. I'm struggling. I have anxiety right now. This is what happens. See, when I channel for you guys, it's like, I really get into it and it's like, oh, man. Some of you are most definitely having difficulties. I don't even think it's speaking your mind because I can see the King of Swords or the Queen of Swords. If you're feminine, you know, I can see that like sharp, intelligent, speak your mind. Like, so I don't think it's like a problem like that. I think it's, I want to bounce out of this and it's not letting me. I think it's more like, fucking Mingy, I don't know how to explain it to you. I'm so sorry. I don't know if you're frustrated. You want to say something, you're not. You're waiting. I don't know. I think it's a whole bunch of everything. But this is like, I'm actually picking up on drama too. Because you want to rise above, especially if something mentally is bringing you down. You're a fire sign, and you're definitely consumed with air right now. I think that's why it's the talk in Gemini rules communication. You got that Libra being fair and just and having balance and doing the right thing. I don't know if it's legal, because I see like a legal thing going on that possibly you're not talking about. I'm getting a lot from this one dang card. And it's giving me anxiety. So I really want to bounce out of that. I'm going to do some candle work with you guys. This one is Blueberry Dream. Actually, I want the yin yang one. I want the feminine and masculine one. Because I feel like some of you definitely going to need that balance. But I want to see the wick when it's said and done. So try to remind me if you think about it before I wrap it up. Alright. Good. I'm glad I just walked away from that. I needed to walk away from that for a second. I needed to bounce out of that. And now I physically need to breathe. It's funny you said that, Michelle, because in my other video that got kicked off, I did a video right before this one, and I got pulled to my candle, and I was looking at the wick from last night, and I was like, oh man, I should really probably start getting on top of the fire magic again. Not necessarily doing fire magic, but just reading my wicks. And I said to myself, man, I'm good at that, and I haven't done it in a long time. So it's funny you just started doing it too. And I just told myself this morning, because it's actually been a while since I've actually lit a candle. I don't use incense anymore because I got the turtle. I got Sheldon. He's not just a turtle, it's Sheldon. You know, so we'll leave that on for as long as I feel, and then I will read the wick for you guys too. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't think you're like really doing magic right now per se. But the fact I actually want it in front of me, which is weird. I don't normally do that at all. I don't want to get drawn. Actually, I'm taking it away. I don't want to get it drawn into it right now. I'm literally doing it to myself, like literally, because I have my little planet one here too. So it's like, and I don't even realize I'm doing it. So I think that might be going on with you, where this is just a general message. And I'm sorry it like interrupted you, but I had to get out of that freaking card. But you might be being pulled to do some scribing, or yeah, I'm getting the goosebumps. So I don't know if that's just a message for me. You guys, I struggle with scribing. It's I can do it. It's a struggle for me though. It's not a struggle. It's more like, it's not a struggle to see it or read it or feel it. I don't know if it's like me not knowing how to bounce out of it or something. I can't figure that out yet. But enough about that. You guys are struggling with communicating something, or you're going to in the next 2 weeks. Because I almost just said, like, I'm going to timestamp this for 14 minutes and then bounce into it. But you guys need to, yeah, cute shirt, right? It says, I want what I want. How cute is that? I didn't even pick up on that. I forgot. I bought this last year. And I think I wore it like once for you guys. And I haven't worn it since. What I really see, you're distracted, Mingya. I just want to bounce into this, but what I really wanted to say is at 14 minutes, but then you have that whole message with whatever's going on there. So for those who are watching this particular read and you're losing your patience, I'm so sorry, but there's a message in here for you somewhere. Just try to, I mean, you might even have to come back and watch this next week, or something's pulling me to maybe mid-October. I got the goosebumps, so it is what it is. struggling to talk to you guys right now. Struggling. What anxiety? What anxiety I have? What big feet you have? What lovely hands you have? What's that? Little Red Riding Hood? So there's a message there. What was it? The grandmother? But it was a big bad wolf. So I don't know if somebody is looking at you as the big bad wolf, or you're huffy and puffy right now and you're not saying anything. I don't know how that makes sense or how you're going to be able to relate that per se. But it's kind of like yesterday when it pulled me to Nirvana out of the blue. So with you guys, it's big bad wolf. Wolf is a spirit animal. I have such anxiety I can't even pull from this right now. So I don't know what's going on with you guys. Minka, you guys are gonna wear me out today. We all have it within our charts too, and we can't escape this. It's the full moon. It's coming. And then I just saw a wolf howling at the moon. So I don't know if you should do a ritual. I don't think it's a witch. So maybe I just said witch. So maybe it's a wolf thing right now. Because you know how like I used to shut my eyes and channel animals? That's what literally just happened. So if somebody wants to apparently they want me to tap into, Jesus, I can't function today. Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. This is you guys. I'm channeling what's going to go down with some of you, or what's going down now. No matter good day, bad day, you must get in this freaking frame of mind. I feel like I can't even breathe. I don't know if you're having panic attacks. It's like sudden and out of the blue. The anxiety is just getting the best of you. Holy shit. But I gotta bubble you guys for a minute, because I'm not gonna be able to do this. I don't wanna do this. If somebody can take the time and please go Google spiritual meaning of a wolf, and it's gray, a gray wolf, please. Why, I just take care of me real quick. I actually am being pulled to my smoky quartz, okay? And smoky quartz is for like detoxing and so many benefits. And it's like healing. I can, with my clear quartz, I get clearer messages, but right now I'm trying to take away whatever's going down with you. Well, I can't take it away, but in order for me to concentrate, this is how some of you are just going to feel at some point, but you're going to have to breathe through it. I mean, maybe this is teaching you a technique. So I'm just basically going within and trying to bubble myself from you guys' energy, but enough for me to channel and read properly. Bubble, you guys need to ground. You need to find balance again within your own soul. Like, all right, so anybody do that spirit animal? On one hand, it could represent chaos, destruction, while on the other hand, it could represent bravery, loyalty, protection, wisdom. No, I think this is something that's just going to kind of hit you. Because I feel the calmness too. I was fine. Thank you guys. Thanks, Corey. I think it's like sudden. I think it has a lot to do with the communication, something that needs to be said, come out, speaking the truth. I really don't want to pop back into that, but being your higher self, man, like whatever's going, whatever. I keep getting pulled to sheep. I have a friend who calls people sheep. And it's not like in an insultive way like that. It's just there's so many sheep, right? You got to be the herder. You got to be this. You got to whoever you want to be as a leader or the herder, right? So basically, whatever's going on with the sheep, never mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, worry about you, rise above. I don't know if there's some healing going on with you guys that needs to be done, or you're like right there. Okay, let's just read. So I will say for you guys, for those who work with crystals, smoky quartz would definitely be the way to go right now. You need to clear cut. You need to clear. I almost said a clear cut. This is not clear, it's smoky. You need to clear cut. Clutter is what I'm trying to say. But you need to clear, what's a clear quartz? I don't know if you're looking at diamonds. I don't see anybody looking at diamonds right now or going that route, right? But like, is that your birthstone? You'd think I would know that. Definitely clear the clutter. Definitely clear the clutter. Oh my gosh. It is a diamond? Okay. So this is definitely for you guys. A diamond right now might help. I'm not saying someone's going to put a ring on your finger. There's just, if you have anything diamond, if you're a masculine, maybe a gold band with diamonds in it, or like if you have a necklace, you guys don't really wear necklaces with diamonds. Mingy, I don't know what to tell you. I honestly feel like it could just be clear quartz, but I'm talking like it's like a cut of a diamond. So if you have diamonds around you or in your house, maybe carry it in your pocket. I know that's not very safe and practical. Maybe put it in your wallet if you're a masculine. If you have a ring of your mother, your grandmother, there's something with a diamond. That could just be a message, or it's saying, work with that stone right now. Or there's something about a diamond. You could be reminiscing. Could be earrings, but a lot of masculines don't wear earrings. Some of them do. My ex-husband did, but he didn't wear diamonds. He didn't wear studs. You know, he wore little loops. So it could just be something that's going through. You could find a diamond. You could be dreaming. There's something with a diamond, because I keep wanting to say clear cut. So I'm gonna tell everybody this read really starts at 24 minutes, but they should watch the messages beforehand if anyone has the patience. I need to bounce into this. I don't know why they have me channeling right now. So let's go to the cards for Aries, October 1st to the 15th, please, Aries. You might be dealing that song that's coming to me. It's on the radio. Brand new Lamborghini with the top down, or the cop car or something. I don't know the song. I don't know if you're getting a new car, you want a new car, or if somebody's into cars. Could be driving fast, because I just got pulled to Tracy Chapman. Man, they want me to channel for you guys. I just got pulled to Suzanne Summers too. How many do I got there? 3. October 1st to the 15th, Aries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more for Aries, please. Or you just need fresh air. You're like in air energy, big time the first couple weeks. Big. All right, you got nostalgia, you got conclusion, you have solitude, you have refocus, you have crossroads, and you got summer. Summertime. Don't fall. fucking, I'm struggling with you guys right now. And I feel like I can feel you bouncy. I think you're gonna bounce back because I just saw Tigger. Wonder, Tigger's a, what's Tigger say? Tigger's a wonderful something. Something Tiggers do. Do, 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 do. Boop, 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 boop. What's Tigger say? Somebody's gotta know what Tigger says. But I also just got pulled a Piglet. Piglet had depression, right? So I don't know if it's like you bounce in, you bounce out. You bounce in, you bounce back, you bounce. And it could be seasonal depression. I don't know. Okay, but that's, I'm not really feeling it like that. I'm just saying, like, it took me to Tigger, and then it took me. So you could have a phenomenal day, and then you might have a day that's like really low, and you need somebody. You're gonna need like a Pooh Bear. But like, what's Tigger say? All I know is that it's important on what Tigger says. So you guys might want to do affirmations. I know you guys are awesome, so I know someone's gonna tell me what Tigger says. So you might be looking back, looking at pictures. I feel like it has something to do with childhood here. You have conclusion, solitude, refocus, crossroads, summer. Summer, summer, summertime. I think you should have already made this decision like a while ago. Or you started. There's something that you should have started in summer. It's probably a new cycle, I'm not positive. But we'll get to that. I mean, I guess I can get up and get my laptop. Piglet had anxiety. Okay. I thought he had depression. Oh, that's Eeyore. I just said that weird. That's Eeyore. Alright, sorry, Eeyore. Alright, so Piglet had anxiety. Oh, okay. That makes sense. What are wonderful things about Tigger? Tigger's a wonderful thing. Okay, so. Alright, so. There's something wonderful. Some kind of wonderful, yes you are. However that goes, okay? So. There's something about anxiety with you guys for the next couple weeks. It is what it is for those who are going to relate. And right now, like I said, you can be fine, but it's like you're going to bounce into one and bounce into the other. Totally would not worry about it. I can feel it, right? And you got the solitude too. So some of you might be in that whole hermit mode, which is more like Eeyore, you know. So the wonderful thing about Tigger is Tigger's a wonderful thing. The tops are made out of rubber and the bottoms are made out of spring. They're bouncy, trouncy, flouncy, fancy, fun, 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 fun. Okay, so yeah, I think you're good, but I also think you're gonna kind of go back and forth between Tigger and Piglet. Okay, so I want to get out of that because, man, I'm fucking struggling with you guys' anxiety. Right off the rip, you're definitely going down memory lane. You're clutching to something that needs to be let go of. You need to unlock a new door. It's okay that you're going within right now because it's actually going to help you refocus something. You're at your crossroads. So this is, I get why this is happening because the full moon is also in your zodiac, in your sign, okay? I do feel like this summer has to do with some type of cycle. I feel like something's probably been bothering you since summer. I mean, I can't suck that down fast enough. I'm a smoker. Like, I feel like I need a cigarette. So, like, you're going to go in and out of anxiety. I'm not a doctor. I wouldn't say look into medication by any means. I don't think you need it. There's definitely other ways to get out of it. I know once in a while I'll take one, but it's maybe like once or twice a year. You know what I mean? So there's other ways to get through certain stuff. Just freaking breathe it out. So Aries, 1st to the 15th. What is this? Nostalgia. I think this more has to do with childhood. I could be wrong. It could be more memories. But, you got the Star and the 8 of Swords, so feeling stuck and restricted. And the thing is, it's like, you're not, right? So the 8 of Swords is all about, it's mental, and you can get yourself out of this. It's almost like you're choosing to kind of, I don't know, you have some type of hope. I don't know what the hope is. Maybe an easy conclusion. I don't know, it's something, right? It's could be dealing with an Aquarius. But there's something still keeping you mentally restricted. Okay, so try to work on that. Yeah, whew, look at that at the bottom of the deck, and look how it is lined up. Got the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. Like something's over, but like clearly still holding on. What is this conclusion? You have the Sun, so you could be dealing with a Leo. Or it's the end of something and the beginning of something. So solitude. So solitude, please. You could be looking at something better, more clearly, seeing something. Got the Ace of Wands and the 9 of Cups. So you're really trying to figure out what you want here, which is nice. Or you're taking a break from partying. You got the Ace of Swords too, so I don't think it's that. I think it's more feeling inspired, uplifted. And you have that, be that guiding light. Because something's concluded, but you haven't let go of something. So, but there's something, like your soul is speaking to you. Something makes you happy, it's inspiring. So when you're in solitude or by yourself, this is extremely positive because you're coming out on top and clear. So when you come out of this, and it looks like you're about to, so maybe everything I'm channeling is something that was already going down. But when you come out of this, it's great. It's like being in this is actually extremely beneficial for you, whether you see it right now or not. What is this refocus? So you're probably going, it looks like you're going in a new direction, but crossroads, still being stuck. Spirit's definitely helping you getting on your path. You got the Hangman. So it looks like you're going to have to sacrifice something or just look at something in a different way in order to get out of this. I think when you lie down, not meditate per se, crossroads, but when you're lying down, there's something that's beneficial for you. Crossroads, 2 of Wands, same exact card. And the Ace of Cups. So there's new love. You have a lot of love for somebody. They could have came in the summer, or your focus is going to shift. I just saw 3 aces with you guys. So new opportunities cause anxiety. To get to a certain place causes anxiety. To communicate honestly causes anxiety. But I will tell you, with whatever's going down in the past, you gotta release it. You gotta let it go. It's over. I think you clearly see it, well, or you're about to, because it's the 8 of Swords. You're mentally stuck. Something needs to be released. So whether it's a person, place, or thing, you got brand new love. You got a lot of passion for something, someone. It's your soul. You do have Divine Feminine at the bottom of the deck. And then Inner Child. So somebody might bring the best out of you. But technically you're bringing the best. Tell me about summer. You're bringing the best out of yourself. It's just somebody was meant to be in your life. And the Death card. So something ended in the summer, or should have ended, or something should have transformed. Maybe you got feelings for somebody, you've been talking to somebody, somebody could be at distance, you need patience, 10 of swords. So, and then see the 7. So it's like something you should have went in a new direction in summer, and right now it's fall, okay? So I'm not gonna say by any means you're a little bit behind at all, because that sounds awful, all right? But I knew that had to do with the cycle. I knew it was gonna come out that way. Could feel it. And it's probably is what's causing this anxiety, but technically what's really causing this anxiety is your own mental being, your own self. It's nobody else causing it. This is you, because you can clearly get out of it. You kind of know what direction to go, and you are going in a new direction. But you've been at your crossroads since summertime with something, either new love or leaving a situation. Okay? So something should have ended in the summer. You should have took a new direction already. So Aries, you're holding yourselves back. But from beauty, you got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Communication, which is Swords. See what I'm saying? So you can ease this anxiety. The minute you shift your focus and start something new and actually go in a new direction and put the past in the past mentally, you're freaking golden. So whatever's weighing on you, whether it's communication, I mean, your wick is doing nothing. Like nada. And it's been like 25 minutes and it's not doing one damn thing. It's strange. So you're doing like nothing right now about this. Or you are. Something should have ended in the summer. There was a new path to be walked, to travel. It was your crossroads. And we just stepped into fall, so I'm surprised the universe is not torturing you, to be honest. So I think this full moon in Aries is really going to push you along, because you have brighter, bigger things ahead of you. You got to change your perspective. You got to focus on something different. Your focus is whatever you're focused on. It's great to focus on something, but what you should be focusing on is your own happiness. What inspires you? What do you want to create? What's next? I think you're dealing with a Leo when it comes to conclusion, because you have the Sun, but that doesn't make sense for the Sun to be there with conclusion, because that's an ending. Because you had the 10 of Wands, this weight, this whatever's over is over, but you're still stuck in it. Which is fine. It takes everybody a little bit of time to bounce out of something, right? So maybe Tigger's right around the corner. All right, kitty cat. I understand that, like, you're talking to me. But if you can't be a little more positive, you might want to bounce off of this read. I know you're angry at somebody right now, but nobody else wants that right now. You know what I mean? Like, so time to take a big breath and just kind of listen. Either bounce off or listen. All right, so I know you're frustrated with him, but this read might actually help you. All right, so worry about you right now. Stop worrying about him right now. Because listen to me. this actually makes sense with whatever's going on in your life. Whether you want to own it or not, you're stuck on this person right now. And you feel trapped and you feel that entrapment. But here's the thing. You got to let it go. And you're not letting it go. So listen to this read, okay? Because this is an old cycle. This is something that you should have hashed out. This is on your own, not necessarily with them. Your own mental being, your own safe space, all right? So just big breath. Big breath. Redirect your focus. Whatever you're thinking about right now, stop thinking about that. Instead of thinking about him in this reading, think about you. Flip it. Okay? So, this really does look positive. Okay? It's just whatever is tearing you down right here, whatever this past is it's heavy and it's over, you're still feeling entrapped. But it's like, like I said, I don't know if it's a Leo or not, because with the sun coming out with the conclusion doesn't make much sense. I don't think that's like clarity for you. You know, because I already think you know what you should have done. And it was last season, even though it was just a week ago, it's still, okay? Like, you have to shift your focus. You have to focus on something else. I think right now you want to focus on one main thing, but your focus is elsewhere because you should have already took this path. So I'm not really saying like you're behind, all right? But the universe will kick you guys' ass if you don't sharpen something, because it's the full moon, right? So if you don't release, I don't think you're going to repeat this cycle again, but if you don't release this on your own, it can really honestly go either way for you. You can either start brand new and start feeling these new opportunities and the love and the inspiration and just the freaking energy that everybody wants, right? Or you can repeat a cycle and do it again, or stay stuck. So, Aries, please, 1st to the 15th, 8 of Swords. You're trying to find the balance. See, you got the wheel. So you got the karmic wheel on your side. I think it's tough because you either miss somebody or someone's going to miss you. Someone gets left out with the 5 of Pence. There could have been a third party with the 3 of Cups being at the bottom of the deck. But listen, a third party, guys, you know, honestly, it can be outsiders, it could be friends, it could be family, it could be a job, it can be an addiction. It does not have to be everybody sleeping with each other. It's just something from the past that's keeping you from where your focus should be. And this is what I'm saying. This is why I just said to you before the wheel came out, this is why it's risky. You could possibly stay in another cycle of this for months. A cycle can last a year. I mean, we legitimately just stepped out of a 4-year fucking cycle, okay? I feel like the next one's 10 years. When you hold on to stuff like this and it's more mental and you're being guided with a star there possibly, it's more like a 3, 6, 9 month cycle that you can continue to be stuck in, okay? Or it can be for the next 10 months, okay? It's the way it is. Not everybody bounces out when they're supposed to, and there's a reason for that too. So if some of you stay there, then it's so be it, but I hope you don't. I know it's not meant for me, honey. That's why I took my own step back to try to talk you through something real quick. You know what I'm saying? I know you're expressing, but you're expressing and other people reading. It's a community, okay? And we have to respect that too. And everybody's being really supportive. No one's hopping down your throat. We get anger. We've all been there. But that's why I said to you, just please sit back for a split second. take whomever this masculine is out of this read and put yourself here. Because I don't want you here. I don't want you stuck. I'm going to run to the bathroom. This is like a learning thing for you guys, because normally I'd be flying through this read. Hey, buddy. You like my shirt? Thanks, bud. I like you. I got sunshine. Some of you, all right, for all my people. Hold on. All right. I stepped outside real quick. Let's just clear the energy. We need to refocus. We need to reshift. Everyone needs to take a big breath. And what I was trying to say was, for those who are used to being on my channel, and you guys are the originals, okay? You know, I work the way I work, and I do things my way. You guys don't like the breaks or the in-betweens. That's life, okay? There's thousands of other channels. And I feel really bad. I feel like I'm interrupting you guys' read, but I also feel like this session, this read, and the channeling is so important for you guys, because we didn't even get to the new moon yet. I mean, the full moon reading. This is just the energy that you're probably going to be bouncing in and out of. So I think it's going to boil down to grounding, okay, and doing what's best for you. And you might be like, okay, for instance, my focus is going to be work, and that's it. I'm going to pound it out, and that's it, because that's what matters. I have a family. This is just for instance, right? But then you're avoiding everything else that needs to really be brought forward. So I hope that makes sense. You have love on the board. You have creativity on the board. You have a lot of new opportunities to talk and speak your minds and mentally clear your mind. See what I'm saying? So right now, your main focus might be one thing, whether it's a feminine, a masculine, whether it's family, whether it's work. Spirit saying, whatever that is to you that helps you grind, you kind of have to look somewhere else, not grind on that. You might have to, like for instance, kitty cat, you need to grind more on yourself. Okay. Have a great day, Corey. Other people that are more focused on work, maybe you should be focused on love, because love and money are the most powerful things on this universe. You know what I mean? It's like to have both is a blessing. So, because the hangman's out here. So until you figure out that, like with me, is I love, and I love to teach, and I love to love, and I love to feel. So maybe right now for me, in where my Aries sits, I need to focus more on my financial side, my gifts, my material side of things. because I'm always caught up in how I feel or I want somebody else to feel. See what I'm saying? This is what Spirit's saying with this Aries energy right now. So if you're mostly like, oh, family comes first, yeah, absolutely, but that's a given. So that's not something you really need to work on per se, unless it's family matters, family issues, stuff like that. But you can't neglect other things in your life. So if it's all about money for you, you need to switch your focus and go straight to love. What do you need? What's your happiness? Because you're in solitude right now and you're starting to figure that out, and they're giving you the energy to grab. You know what I'm saying? So, like, kitty cat, you're more like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like an energy vampire. You know what I mean? You're letting his energy affect your life. And Aries feels a little stuck and a little restricted now, whether that's somebody putting that restriction on you. But you can't look at it like that, because that's somebody that's sucking the energy out of you. Fuck that. Let that energy go. You know what I mean? That's not where your focus should be right now at all. Hi. So I wanted a different type of reading with Aries. So I'm going to focus on me and my work, because it's always love and yada, yada, yada. If I'm going to be a spiritual teacher, and that's what I'm meant to do, then this is the way it's going to go. Okay? So for those who can't deal with how this is going, the other channels, but I got to get back to teaching. So if I have to stop the read, I have to stop the read. And I know a majority of you understand and have been with me for a long time, and you get it, okay? So, passed away. Yeah, no, I get it. There's still a lot of anger there, okay? But why not think about the happy moments or the good things in someone's life? Because we were all a child at one point. We all have addictions. We all have mental health issues. But before all that stuff happened and conditioning kicked in and disappointment, we all have that good within us. Okay, so if you can't find that good within them, find the good within yourself again, okay? Because you have all this wonderful energy coming at you, and you deserve the very best, everybody. Okay, so let's get back to this read. It's so important. Hi, Angel Face. It's so important. Angel knows a lot about depression, and I don't mean to call you out, but it's true. You got through so much in the last year or two. You know, we're all in this together. You gotta shift your focus. A lot of us are on this channel because we know what struggle is like. We didn't have the easy in and the easy out. It is what it is. And if I remember correctly, I don't think it's the same angel I'm thinking of. It might be. Have you been here for a couple years? I might not be thinking of the right angel. You've been here for 2 years. Have I personally talked to you and read for you a year or two ago? Is there a blind thing or a deaf thing? Okay, so yeah, you're not that same one. That's who I was being channeled to. But let's get back to this read. Okay. All I gotta say is I'm telling you, like, you're holding yourself back. You gotta reshift your focus. Whatever your focus is right now, you gotta shift it, because this is a cycle you should have already let go of. Like it's been dead and over. It's been curdled milk forever. You should have stepped out of the cycle already. Crossroads in summer, Two of Wands and the Death card. You should have already have made this move. And now, with the wheel being here, guys, the wheel, right, is amazing. It's destined and fate and events. It's karma. It's releasing karma and moving forward. But with the Three of Cups being here and everything else that I'm seeing, some of you are either going to stay in this situation with the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Some of you are going to move forward, and some of you are going to be left in the Five of Pentacles energy, which is not cool. But if spirit needs to put you in misery loves company, whether you're on your own or not, then that's the way it's going to go until you pick yourself up and you take advantage of the energy that's being given to you. Okay, that's not me being an asshole. That's reality. And you got to snap out of this world and use your higher perspective, use your wisdom, your knowledge. Someone has some really powerful sage wisdom here. I don't know if you want to start tapping into that or Googling it, but take advantage of it. So this sun, like I said, it could be with conclusion. To have the sun here is odd. So I think it's more like a Leo. It could be clarity, but to me it's like the thought just dissolved. It could be with the Leo within your chart. It could be the Leo within all of you guys, the propensity telling you to have courage. So Aries, 1st through the 15th. Got the Page of Pentacles. So you're not doing anything. You want to. Something's over. It's like slowly but surely something's moving. You're picking up on something. You're picking up on a lesson. You're working through it. Solitude. You got the Queen of Cups with the Hangman. So you're trying real hard to change your perspective with something, someone. There's always going to be somebody in the picture. I don't know if you had a family with somebody before, but the Three of Pentacles is there. So there's always going to be somebody in the picture. Whether you have kids, it's your own kid's father, kid's mother. What's up with this Queen of Cups? Because you're really thinking about this feminine energy, the Queen of Cups here. She's inspiring, she's inspirational, she's creative, she's all sorts of stuff, the way you're looking at something, he or she. So you got the Star, the Moon, and the Knight of Swords, and the Hermit. So right back, this is, so you're stuck. So you have this one energy that you're thinking about, and it's a feminine. So if you're a feminine, it's a masculine, okay? But you have the Star and Moon and the Sun here. Those are three powerful energies. You have something destined going on. There's just no way around it. It looks like you're going into a new cycle right now. It's like on pause. You have a lot of fun. You want answers. I think there's something deceptive going on here. You're lying to her, him, yourself. You gotta follow your soul. This is something you want. It looks positive. Let's see what this Hangman is, because you need to reshift. You need to refocus on something. So whatever you're stuck on focusing on, you gotta stop and focus on something else. You got the Nine of Wands with the Ten of Cups, Eight of Wands, Ten of Swords. So there's some type of family life, something with your past, once again, that has stopped. So your main focus is your family. It's like you're fighting for something to go down properly, but it's not going to work that way. They're asking you to reshift your focus. You've healed from a situation. You're already in the healing process with the Four of Swords. So you're just holding on to pain. You're holding on to something that you don't need to hold on to. It's not your it's just not. So if you're focused, so this is telling me you're super focused on your family or whomever this was to you, your happiness, but it's over. but it's over now, right? With the Ten of Swords. Stop focusing on what went wrong in the family. You have your whole life to fix that or to try to work on something. You have to shift your focus. So this is like when I was just outside, I was just telling you this. If you're more focused on your family and trying to fix something, you can't fix the Ten of Swords. It's done. It's broken. You have to take these new opportunities. Okay. What should they be focused on? I think yourself, your self-worth, you know, your own passion, your own leadership, your own happiness, your own sanity. Yeah, see, your own creativity, your own passion, your own sanity, and then you got the Queen of Wands with the Six of Swords. So there might already be somebody in your life, male or female, that's here, but it's really slow. You probably should have already went in this other direction with them over the summer. So you're risking a lot right now, okay? You got to take a leap of faith here. You're risking losing someone you have compassion for, creativity for, inspiration, passion, okay? Because your focus is on something that's already done and over, and it's keeping you mentally stuck. This Eight of Swords, you can get out of it yourself. Okay, so what you should be focused on is a Queen of Wands or a Queen of Man, which is odd because it's telling you to focus on a person per se. But right now, apparently, that person must literally be meant to be in your life. Like somebody stepped in to shift you out of something that was probably karmic with the wheel being there. So this person purposely came in to your life to show you what it is to feel happiness and love and security and all these things again that you weren't getting in another situation. So if this person hasn't stepped in yet, they will be, because you had the Ace of Cups. Okay, so yeah, it's whatever's going down with you and this other particular person is extremely slow, but that's because of this. So I don't even know what's happening with this chica, because you have her here too. She brings out the best in you with the inner child. So you got to shift your focus. Family will always be important. So I don't know if you got children, you're worried about your children, you're worried about what other people are going to say, worried about your kid, you know, I don't know, definitely, but you're in love with somebody, and or you will be, or you're dealing with a Pisces with the King of Cups here, and your wick is still doing nothing. You have to shift your focus to either her or just, she represents, you know, creativity and passion and being psychic and using her gut and her third eye. You know what I'm saying? She raises vibrations. Take advantage of this energy. If this is somebody in your life, focus on this. Other things will fall into place. If there's not a person in your life yet, it will be coming with the Ace of Cups, and if this person is meant to come into your life to get you out of a certain cycle. But the thing is, you've been holding on to this cycle that should have been dead and over in the summer, which was only a week or two ago, right? So it's not like you're wicked behind. It's just you have to be really careful here because the karmic wheel is here, and considering the Eight of Swords is right here, if you do not shift your focus, you might possibly even lose this energy. But you know this energy is right for you because you have the Nine of Cups. You have a wish fulfilled. Something you want, a person, place, a thing that inspires you or brings back, it gives you that life again, is right around the corner or already in your life. See what I'm saying? So that's a pretty big deal. Spirit brought somebody into your life, what she should be focused on, into your life to put you on a new path, which means I'm surprised I don't see 7s on my board, because there's a different path that's meant to be walked. Maybe not a spiritual path, but definitely your own, yeah, new tribe, your own, soul family, your own path, your own destined path, your own DNA, your Akashic records. Thank you. I couldn't figure that out. So you have a new tribe. Considering it's a tribe, they might have family, but figure it out. What's this 2 of Wands? I mean, I have to be that blunt with you guys. I do, because that's where your focus should be. With this new energy, this is a catalyst. This is somebody who comes in, whether it was a catalyst, it was meant to be, or this person's coming in, life partner, soulmate. I don't know if this was a spiritual bait. You might get baited in because you needed it. It's that simple. What's this 2 of Wands? Page of Swords. So you're just watching. And it's like, I think you're about to walk a new cycle, because you have healed. Like, this is just it. You must be holding on to pain, or you're worried about somebody else's pain, or how something goes down, because the 4 of Swords, you've already healed from a situation, but yet you're still juggling back and forth, right? So you're watching, you want to communicate, but you're just kind of watching, which is not good, because it's leaving you stuck. I'm more worried that you're going to repeat a cycle. And if you do that, you lose this person. You're probably like, I don't care. What's meant to be will be. And you're right. But there's free will. And if you don't act upon the free will, there's consequences to free will. I think a lot of people can be very carefree, and if it's meant to be, it will be, yes. But in the meantime, there'll be a consequence. And your consequence could be losing this other energy and staying stuck in this karmic situation. And that's not going to get you anywhere. So know that somebody is about to come into your life, or somebody already came into your life. I don't know what happened or how this is going to go down for you. But if you don't start shifting your focus to something new, instead of sitting here and just watching and observing in that laid back approach, it's not going to work for you, because you're already past the expiration date on when this cycle should have already moved forward. And you know it should have. You had to. Whatever decision you need to let go of, you already know in the summer, whatever this is, you should have already let go of something and started a new path. Or this person already came in and enlightened you over the summer saying, what are you doing? Let's go. It's time to move forward. See what I'm saying? But it's like, to me, you want to do it on your own time, because this is your own decision. So you want to do it on your own time. You're trying to control something, and that's not gonna work, because it's not control. You're not. There's a difference between taking the lead and then controlling something. You're not taking the lead. You could be taking the lead over here, but because your focus is too much over here, you're missing out on this. You're just observing right now. And what you need to do is walk away. You've healed from a situation. You just need to come clean and tell it how it is, which is not easy. I get it. What is this death card? Yeah, Ten of Pentacles could be a family situation with the Knight of Wands, and then the Six of Swords. So you're slowly coming out of this. I mean, you could have started something in the summer, but you're not following through. You have Judgment with Justice here. You could be The High Priestess is here too. You could be hiding something that's going down that has to do with law, paperwork, court system. Considering there's a Ten of Pentacles here, you guys could have owned a business together and something, it went down and now you guys have to go to court, or it could be divorce. So you're doing something in secret that could be linked to the law. With the Knight of Wands here, it would probably go quick. I feel like something's going by really slow right now. You do have a little bit of lack of confidence, but that's because you're keeping yourself stuck. Or someone's keeping you mentally stuck. Or this is just you actually stepping onto your path. Like, this family situation is done. It's, you know, whatever this is, family or work, it's done. It's exhausting. It's time to move forward. It looks like something's going to move quick. So if this is new love for you, it's going to come in quicker than you think. But this person had to get out of this cycle. But maybe this person is coming in to get you out of your cycle. So, kitty cat, for instance, if this is you, you're still mourning and grieving, right? But somebody might actually physically come into your life and you don't want to see it, or you're not having it, or you're not this, because you're struggling to get out of that. But this is what I'm saying. This person, no matter what, is coming in to enlighten you. And that's a beautiful thing. The beautiful thing about Tigers is Tigers a beautiful thing. You gotta see what I'm saying? Like, it's you're bouncing in and out, which is fine. But I'm just giving you a quick example of how something is gonna go down. Or, yeah, I think somebody is. Or you might have met somebody this summer and you brushed it aside because it wasn't the time, or however, it was somebody who was in and out. So that energy might actually come back around if that's what you did. It really just depends on your scenario, because there's a couple here. And you guys' wick is not doing anything. Shocking. It's very strange. But I think it's the same thing. Like, you're getting your light, that passion, because you keep coming in. The wick is like the Ace of Wands. You got it twice. This person, there's a person that was meant to come into your life to show you what it's like to live again. And if that's the case, you're dealing with a soulmate or a life partner, and that's a beautiful thing, because you guys will only benefit each other. Aries, 1st to the 15th. So you guys, considering I did all this teaching and preaching, there's a lesson here. And then you got playfulness. That's that inner child. If you capture that romance. So I don't know if that flame went out, and I wouldn't be surprised if it did, because you're so consumed on something that's probably extremely important, but at the same time, it's just as important to focus on this other energy when it comes in, or if it's already here. This person is already part of your new tribe. See what I'm saying? So it's important to focus on that. This person probably came in and this passion for life and passion for things are back. But I feel like with some of you, the passion is gone, or you need to get it back, and that's why this person is going to come in, and others of you is already here because you want to recapture it, as if you guys have already been together. But it could have been taken with the Ten of Swords because of whatever this was. Because the Queen of Wands is like pulling me to the Empress. She's not going to sit around. She's got too much ambition. She's inspiring. She's got the wands. It's flowering. See what I'm saying? Like, she's not going to just sit around and wait. There's a catalyst that already stepped into your life in the last few months, and something should have kicked off in the summertime and it didn't. Or there's a catalyst that's about to step into your life for a reason. So do your best, because some of you just don't want to see it. And then somebody else is coming back around, reconciliation. But we have children. So see what I'm saying? Like, somebody had a family situation. The Queen of Wands can represent somebody coming in, a third party. She was a catalyst to get you to see something differently. She came into your life on purpose to put you in a new direction. It looks like you guys are actually meant to actually be together. I've had catalysts in and out of my life where I wasn't meant to be with that person. That person woke me up spiritually, okay? This looks like this is a meant to be, a life partner or a soulmate, because, or somebody from a past life, or somebody who's meant to come in and be part of your life. Chances are he or he has a family, but it's part of a new soul contract. It's your new soul family. It's your tribe. You know, it's who you mesh with. So either somebody from your past is coming back in and you know this person and they're meant to. So you might be on the struggle bus a little bit because you still got to let this go. But Aries, right now, if you do have children, and it looks like you do, you're letting this family situation stop your own happiness right now. And you know this person, whether they're here now or they're coming in, is shifting your life. But you're not acting on it. You might be soon. But right now, if you don't shift your focus to this one energy and manage to deal with every aspect of your life, you might lose he or she. And you're telling yourself, my kids come first or children come first, and that's a given. But you're letting this family situation or children stop you from your own happiness, your own inspiration, your own passion, your own path. They'll always be there. They'll always walk that path with you. You know, so you guys have some really tough energy to work with, and Spirit's basically telling you there is a catalyst in your life. This person purposely came in, whether it broke this up or not, whether something went down personal, you're dealing with a death, everybody's dealing with different things, right? This one particular person, if they're not already in and you said goodbye, they're coming back, or this person is coming in. But it's to put an ending to whatever you feel stuck in. So in your case, you know, kitty cat, you're trying to move forward and let anger go and all sorts of stuff like that. Other people, there could have been a third party interference and you're waiting for them to leave a marriage or really start a new cycle. You know what I'm saying? Or this person is coming in. It was karmically meant to go down this way because it's getting you on your path. You should have already been on it. This tells me you've been at your crossroads for years. At least 2 years, if not more. So it looks like you're going to come together with someone. But right now, you're letting this family situation and your kids affect what Spirit kind of wants you focused on. And I know it seems silly. When stuff like this comes in, it kind of seems silly to me sometimes too, but I understand this woman or masculine is a catalyst to rejuvenate you, if that makes sense. Because if I was to do a reading and be like, oh, this person purposely came into my life, yeah, but not to halt everything. Don't look at it like that. It's to get you on your track, where you're supposed to be. Open your eyes up. Have you look at something differently. So it does look like someone's going to reconcile. For those who are part of a third party or some type of addiction or something, looks like the past will be coming back and you'll start a new cycle. Others of you, this is somebody new is coming in, if they're not already in. And you're still going to have work to do. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's not going to be like all fucking bubblegums and freaking candy apples. Okay? Don't get it twisted. Because now that you two, somebody new is going to come into your life, you got to learn each other, figure each other out. I mean, Mingya, it takes time. And the moon was flipped. So it's not like, I mean, you might have to go on the freaking merry-go-round for a little while until you guys figure this out, and others of you are already been on the merry-go-round and it's time to get the fuck off and go in a new direction and commit to something with the Ten of Pentacles. You could be dealing with somebody who was in and out and didn't want to commit, but that's the end of that, because this there's a spiritual path here, whether it's her or him. I'm telling you, it's just, this is your own DNA. You're activating your own Akashic records. Okay. So be careful here, because this energy is meant to be here. But how do you know he or she is not going to tell you to F the fuck off because they can't deal with this anymore? And then you have to repeat a cycle. And meanwhile, everybody is in pain and miserable and blah, 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 blah. You can lose this because she has what it takes to bounce you back. And if you're not going to take advantage of somebody coming in and making you a better person and lifting you up, then you're just straight up going to lose it, because she deserves that person. And it looks to me like my Aries is that person. But if you can't pull it together, you're going to lose her, because Spirit has plans for her. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Or him. Just because it's meant to be does not mean it will stick around. Because there's consequence to every free will. And somebody purposely came in as a catalyst to bounce you back. Or they're about to bounce into your life to bounce you back. Does that make sense? It doesn't mean because it's meant to be that this chica is going to sit around and wait, because she's been through her lesson. She's been through what he or she needed to go through. So she's not going to sit around and deal with this. And it's not saying it's a bad thing or you're going through this by any means. You're struggling. But it's up to this person, not her, my Aries, to figure out that this person was meant to come in and put you somewhere. And vice versa, you'd both deserve each other. So, with this children right now, I think you're so focused on this, and that. And Spirit, literally, I've never seen Spirit come in and say, focus on a person. Ever. So that's how I know this is a very special connection. It's a very catalytic energy. You got the World, all right? So you have a new chapter with your children. It's just with somebody else in it. You have to rebuild a new chapter with your children. That does not mean your baby mama or daddy needs to be in the picture anymore. You might be blending a family for all you know, okay? But this is Spirit saying one door closes and another one opens. Congratulations. Start to rebuild your life. Okay? So, there's that. What's this reconciliation? If you're this other person and there was a third party, it must be so hard for you. Two of Swords. So it's like you want it. You both probably want it and feeling it with the Wheel of Fortune. But it's like, do I do it? Do I not? You feel like your hands are tied. But technically they're not. Whatever your situation you're in, you're keeping yourself bound. The Eight of Swords is you. And then with the Two of Swords over here, it's a 10. You've already at your 10 over here anyway. You're keeping yourself bound. You're keeping yourself restricted. You might be worried about the family situation, the children, but there's no way out of that. It's time for you to rebuild a new life. And actually, it's only going to benefit your children. No one asked to come into this world and then to lose somebody or have a divorce. I never thought I'd come into this world and have 4 kids with one freaking man. And then 22 years later, it's just gone like it didn't exist. And then I get left with all the pain and the heartache. But you know what? I had to pick myself up and rebuild my own family foundation. And it took years. It's not simple. And this is what needs to be taken control of now. Your children don't lose out. You're stopping your own happiness. You're stopping your own path. This will stay exactly where it's supposed to be with your children or family for years and years and years and years, stagnant, sad, unhappy, because it's already over and you're destined to go a new way. So you're at the point where consequences are now going to play a big factor, and it could keep you in a cycle that will never be fulfilling. The only way to have a fulfilled life is to go to a new scenario, walk a new path, a new tribe, and start rebuilding. Your kids are only going to benefit from it. This is just conditioning. It's tough, but you'll bounce back. Like Kitty Cat, I'm using you for an example. It's over. It's done. If you have children, they have children. You mentioned something about children. Children's room, son's room. Your children are going to be okay. With you staying restricted and holding on to pain and anger or whatever's going on is not benefiting the child or children. The only way that this benefits your children, which is your main priority right now, which is common sense, is to rebuild your life, to step out of this energy, because you have this new person that's going to come in that you haven't met yet is going to be a past life scenario. This is somebody you're going to be so comfortable with. You've spent lifetimes together, but this time it's fun, it's adventurous. You have the Queen of Wands with the Ace of Wands, or this would be the King of Wands with the Ace of Wands. It's adventurous spirits. You'd be an adventurous couple. You know what I mean? So it's up to you if you want to feel that feel good energy again, because you're ending with the wheel and you started with it too. You mentally have to get yourself out of this. And the thing is, you should feel blessed because somebody's about to bounce into your life that's going to help you get out of this. Or this person already bounced. For some of you, this person already bounced into your life because you should have made this decision over the summertime. Because the old situation was already dead. So you've been holding on to it, stringing people along, whatever you're doing, making it harder, not speaking the truth, not just it's like time to get it over with. Off with your head. What's that saying? Like medieval, just pulled me to medieval days. Like off with your head. Like just do it. Cut it out. Cut it off. Whatever it is you need to do. And switch your freaking path ASAP. Just do it. It's the only way to do it. There's no easy way to cut something out of your life. It looks like you've been struggling for like a good 2 months or a couple weeks or 6 weeks to cut something out of your life. It's not working for you that way. You just got to cut it out. Focus on your children. Focus on your new life, your new scenario. Things will fall into place. I know it sounds harsh. I know you're dealing with the death, but it's just, you're going through the anger. You're going through all this stuff. It's time to move forward. So, best advice for this Eight of Swords, which is all the advice I've given you throughout this entire read. Time with friends, moving on, being happily single, living in the moment, having fun. So that's your best advice. Like whatever it is right now, it's time for you to move forward. All right, you could be listening to your ego too, fear of intimacy, fear of getting hurt again, not wanting to take that chance. Talking. So you got somebody interested in you, or vice versa. Or you're talking about, I think you're just talking about it. You got a friend in your life too, uplifting, friendship, coffee cup. This could be that. This should probably turn into something else. Sudden changes, shocking news. So something's going to come in here. So it looks like for the majority of you, you're going to bounce out and bounce into a new life. What's holding you back possibly is your own ego or fear of intimacy. Because you're coming from a codependent relationship. You're coming from one of those. Because under deception, you have codependency. Whether it's an addiction, person, place, or thing. You're getting out of that. And it looks like with deception here, you're either lying about what you really want, or there was deception within a relationship with this other woman or man stepping in. This is Queen of Swords. Queen of Wands. I can't wait to get out of this. Can't wait to step out of this. This is a tough read, man. Because something that seems so simple, nothing's simple. So she's playing something over and over in her head too. But you just pulled paradise, happiness, expansion, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other, soulmates, soul connection, partnership, soul agreement, new contract, love call. Someone expresses the way they feel. They're about to leave a message, or they're thinking about you, and they're definitely going to let you know. So this person was most definitely meant to come into your life if they're not in your life already. That is a given. That's your happy. I think you're already fully aware of it though. It's just breaking a cycle. You've got to break a cycle. And you're not doing it. I cannot believe Spirit is not busting down your door. I'm shocked. Because they're going to let you repeat a cycle. You know what this is? They're going to let you lose out on something because to me, you already got a taste of it. Or you're going to get a taste of it. And if you don't take it, you're going to lose out on something. This is what this is saying. Seriously. Because you have free will, and I think somebody's like, if it's meant to be, it will always be there. You're fucking way wrong. It doesn't work that way. There's consequences. That you're way wrong, because then that means you're trying to control something, you're trying to manipulate something, and that's not the way something that's meant to be is supposed to go down. Something that's meant to be should happen naturally. See what I'm saying? So, you could lose her or him. It's a given. Got to shift your focus, because you should have already have done this. So basically, Spirit's giving you free will, but I think you're not thinking about the consequences. I think you're dealing with somebody that's probably pretty traditional, that thinks to themselves, it's meant to be, it will be, but they don't know much about spirituality or how stuff works. If you're spiritual, stuff's going to work in a spiritual way. You know what I mean? So, and there's a consequence to that. And with that type of energy, she's not staying and waiting. So I think some of you already walked away, or you might, from this energy, because it's like, it's exhausting. And you probably know this person's meant to be in your life, whether you watch tarot or it's your own ability to sense something. But if this person steps out of a cycle and they come back, then it's going to work for you guys. It's a given. Whether there's anger or pain, you guys will push through it, because it's not over yet. But I'm telling you, he or she has to be freaking exhausted if you haven't left the situation yet. Because this person probably already knew something should have went down in the summer. And it actually makes sense, because I think it was in July or August we talked about stepping out of a certain cycle. And for those who don't, it's like, if it's something doesn't move forward, you can't just stay stagnant. So some of you actually held on for this long, but and if you did, I don't know how much longer. So I'd say in the last 6 weeks, a majority of you either left this person or situation, or has tried to. And if you hung in this long, you might have another 2 to 4 weeks to go, because there's something about mid-October here too. But somebody's going to come back around. Somebody's going to want back in. So I'm hoping it's either you're still in the life, inspiring and helping, or you have your own light bulb moment. But you also have free will here. But you will have a consequence, and your consequence will be to stay in the same exact cycle that you have for the last 4 years, which couldn't have been fun, because we just stepped out of a 4-year cycle. So whatever you went through in the last 4 years, you want to repeat that for another 10 years? Because that's when it will finally be learned, if you haven't picked up on it already. Stuff takes time. Don't panic. You have some time to step into this. But others of you, if you're refusing to do it, you don't have time. You're already stepped into that cycle, and you're going to stay there for a little while. And I don't mean to say that like an asshole. It's just, it's clear as day. It's what I saw. Some of you are going to choose to stay in that energy, because it's just easier for you. They did what they could by bringing someone in, or they're about to bring someone in. And then from there, like I said, you're still going to have a few months to figure it out if that person is not here yet. On what, because it's going to be a complete merry-go-round when this new person comes in too, if this person already hasn't been in for a few months. Does that make sense to you guys? Nothing is going to be easy like that. You guys are going to have to work through stuff. And if there's no teamwork or compromise or no one's willing to try, that's your own lesson to step out of it. And I think the majority of you have already gone through that. That's why I feel like you've kind of already left this, or you're like hindering. It's like, come on, because you already know. Because you're spiritual, you know how cycles work. And whether you suck up the pain or not, you won't stay in it. You'd suck up the pain. I know you would, because I could see what type of person you are, especially if you are a catalyst for this person. You're not sticking around if this doesn't get cleaned up soon. I feel like some of you truly already released it, to be honest with you. Okay, I don't see anything with your wick, but I'll give it a quick second. I'm gonna run in, it's weird. I'm gonna run and get my water, and then I wanna check out your wick. I don't really see anything though. Yeah, it really didn't do anything. Which is weird, because I can have like things that look like flowers. I mean, it actually looks like a candle. If I can get it to, like, it's got a tiny little thing on top. Tiny, tiny. Normally this all up here will bloom into a shape, something. You know what I mean? And to me it kind of looks like a straight up candle, like the candles. You know what I mean? Like the old school candles, not like this type of candle, a candlestick. So maybe you should be lighting candles. Because, I mean, Minga, you got nothing that burnt for an hour and a half. So, all right. Sorry, I got a phone call. All right. So I hope that reading helps. It's definitely a deep reading. You know, the only way out of this situation is truly up to you. It's all right, kitty cat. It's all right. I want you to be better. Don't even worry about it. But your only way out is for you to take action on something. It looks like you already had a catalyst come in and help, and if you didn't take advantage of it, then you're going to repeat another cycle, or you're about to step into it and see something. Or you got somebody new stepping in, and this person will be a catalyst, okay? And they're meant to help you, but you have to transmute your pain first. Does that make sense? Like, so in order to get this new love and this new opportunity, you got to really try to create from this pain. Like, so if you're in a lot of pain, you have to transmute it. You have to see your worth again. You have to start looking at things differently. Okay? So the only way out is to step out of your own box. And it looks like you already have the help, or the help is coming in. So you have to transmute your pain. Some of you, because it was coming in as, and I think even with you, Kitty Cat, the Four of Swords was already here. So it's whatever the pain you're feeling, or the anger, the frustration, or the sorrow, you've already really accepted the pain. It is time to move forward, because the Four of Swords is resting. You've already healed from the situation. So if you're still feeling pain, you're holding on to the pain that you've already experienced. You just haven't let it go. And sometimes the easiest way is to just cut the cord. It might not be the easiest way for the other person in the scenario, but it's not about the other person. It's about your own self-worth, your own self-being. Especially if you have children, it's important to rebuild their foundation. It doesn't mean, it's like the way you're thinking about it, Spirit saying that's the wrong way to think about it. Sometimes it's meant for other people to come in and step in and be role models. Just, it is what it is, as hard as it is. I was married for 22 years, and I feel like, wow. It's like, he's a parent, we don't co-parent, and it's personal, and I can share some stuff, but great dad, loves the kids. But he's so consumed in his own life that it's almost like I didn't exist. It's actually mind-blowing. I had to rebuild. Not so much him. I did more of the work, the inner work, and the stuff I needed to do. Right? Everybody's different. But I didn't ask to go through all that. To feel that pain and mourn this and that. And I still deal with it sometimes. Like, damn. It really is like 22 years, and you make me feel like I didn't exist. And I don't hold on to that pain. I just look at it like, damn, it's shocking. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. And other people are meant to come into your life and play a certain role. And I know now that it's been 5 years that as much as they have their dad and that love is there, there'll be another person that will step in, and they don't even need to play dad. It's more just a good role model, a good figure, that just kind of puts a smile on their face here and there. Unless you got little kids that play daddy. It really just depends on where you're at in your life and how old you are. Helping them build. Maybe he or she has more qualities than the biological dad that can help them succeed in life. That right type of advice. Maybe that person has that quality and this person has that quality. So together, it only amplifies energy and benefits your children. Benefits the millennium babies that are not too freaking bright. Hate to say it. Some of them are not too bright. So this was definitely a learning lesson. This was a tough video for you guys. Tough wake-up call. It is going to go one way or another, and if it's meant to be, it will be. But don't forget about free will and consequences and cycles. Because honestly, if you backtrack and that's the way you got to go, then so be it. But you're going to be doing it for 10 years. Whatever you experienced in the last 4 years, you will literally repeat. And there's not a time limit on it, so don't panic. Especially if this person hasn't come in yet, you figure it out. There's going to be lessons. You go through like 3 or 4 months of this and that. But and you have time, you figure it out. But if this person already came in, that clock is fucking ticking. And you're being put in a situation where you can lose what is meant for you, because the choice you made through free will have a heavy consequence, and it will be probably 10 years of whatever you went through in the last 4 years. It's just the way it's designed to go for those who believe in karma and life paths and meant to go in this direction. And it's not for you to decide or get frustrated because somebody else didn't step into a path. Don't worry if you're that other person and you were the catalyst, you will get what is meant for you. And could it have been this person? Probably, absolutely. But if it takes two to work on something, so if they choose not to, you will instinctively know to move forward, and you will know how to transmute that pain. And then somebody else will come in, if that's what's meant to be. It does look like there is a person in this situation that's already here or will step in. And that's kind of a blessing to have somebody in your life that picks you up instead of brings you down, or vice versa. However it works for you, this energy that comes in is the right type of energy for that light bulb to go off, to bring life and spirit and spark back into your life. And it will only benefit you. You didn't just come into this person's life or vice versa to benefit them. It will benefit both of you. Because it's a soulmate situation or a life partner situation. So I'm going to eat my bagel that I never ate this morning. And then I'm going to pop back on and do the Aries full moon. But I do want to shift my energy, because I don't want to do what I just did here in that video. And I don't think I'm going to. But that's another reason why I did 1st through the 15th first, so that didn't happen. You know, so we haven't had one of these videos in a while, but it's nice. It's nice. So remember, quartz, clear quartz, no, smoky quartz, and that whole...
Okay, Lucian. It's currently lunch. I'm just not eating, so I'm not hungry.
You sure?
Yes, I'm 100%.
Okay.
Okay, nice.
Or a diamond, remember, something with a diamond. Or just shine bright like a diamond. Okay? Whatever works for you guys. I don't know. I love you so much. And I will be back soon to do the full moon in Aries, okay? I love you too. Hang in there, everybody.